Hi, you may notice this video is a little different. That's because I am currently in VR, as you can tell by the fact that my head is moving and the fact that I have a virtual arm. Speaking of, I'm trying a new format, so this is going to be a little more hectic than usual, and probably shittier editing, to be honest, but it'll be fine. Regardless of that, welcome to Bonelab, the one game that allows you to become whatever the heck you want to be, and also import whatever the heck kind of mods you want. I guess this video is going to serve as a kind of like formatting video for mods that I think are cool. So, also yes, if the camera is shaky, that's because I suck at having a steady head. So that's why. Anyways, this one that I have right here is actually a mod by Hunter MVPZ on Discord and mod.io, and it is Black Ops 3 Reaper. I actually have seen a couple people confused about how this one works. So, the whole thing behind this is that it has an entire arm cannon with infinite ammo, mind you. This doesn't draw from your reserves. This does not draw at all from your reserve ammunition, sorry. And you can fire pretty much however the heck you want. You pretty much, to activate it, it's a little grab point down here, as you can see by the dot. You can grab that either with your offhand and it'll activate, or you can grab it by twisting your wrist inwards and then waiting until you see this dot appear, and then it'll activate. To activate it, there will be a little dot here. It's pretty much right where your hand is. Just hold your hand in its natural position, outstretched, and it should be able to pick up. If it doesn't immediately let you fire, you will have to shake your hand around a little bit in order to make it work. Like, for example, if I grip it a little weird here. There we go. You'll hear a little gripping noise, like you normally hear. So, I guess let's fire this. And as I mentioned, this does have infinite ammunition, so this does not draw from your reserves at all. You can fire this as long as you want. And then to put it back, activate it again to show you. On your controller, you want to hit the top button if you're on Oculus. I'm not sure what the controls are for Index or Vive or whatever. I only have Quest, I'm sorry. But on Quest, to close it, you will have to hit the top button on your controller. Just tap it, and then it'll release itself. So yeah, that's Reaper. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, not that hard to implement. I will leave links to any of the mods that I mentioned in this video in the description, so if you want to get any of these for some reason, you have that option. But yeah, that's Reaper. Easy, fun, definitely cool. I should also mention that this had to be hard to implement for Hunter. This could not have been easy at all, which props to him. He did a very good job with this. This is actually his skin variant right here, so this is his colors. However, there are also other colors. Let me pull them up right fast. It is... where is it? Yep, here. So we have Bambayo's variant. The red version, who I actually don't know who this was made for. I apologize, I'm uncultured. Midnight Gleam is just a carbon on gold accents. MVP's variant is the one I already showed you. Ocean Chime is carbon on mostly blue. And then Tundra Frost is mostly white on black inserts. Pretty cool. I like it. Now getting to some other mods, let's search through here and pull up another one that I want to show you. This, as you may be able to tell by that little album that just showed, is a Cyberpunk character, and this is Adam Smasher. Now you may be wondering, are his weapons here? Yes. However, their way is a little more difficult than Hunter's. To activate these, you need to twist your hand downward, or do it with your offhand. Either one works. For this example, I'm going to be twisting my hand. Twist your hand downward, grab this little dot right here, and then hit the trigger button. That will activate it, let off of the grip, and then grab this little dot that shows up at the top. Grab that, and then pull the trigger, and then you're ready to fire. And this is heavy-handed. This fires one at a time. You can hold down the trigger, but it's not very It's not very fast at firing, let's be honest. But it is very heavy and will take most enemies down with a single shot or two. You can also turn off the laser by tapping the top button on there. That's off, that's on. And then to revert it back, you just grip back down here again, press the trigger, and then you're done. Other hand is the same way with how it works. Grip the bottom, pull the trigger, and then this will activate his second one. He actually has 3 weapons in this. His second one is a full auto cannon that you can just hold down the trigger on and is full auto. Now note it shows 2 lasers. This bottom one right here doesn't work. The only one that actually fires is the top. You may be able to tell. That little bullet trail right here, that's only coming from the top barrel. So this barrel is the only one that fires. But yeah, deactivates the same way. Just grip down here, press the trigger, and then you're done. And now there is a third one that is down here. It's this. To activate it, you need to grip it with your right hand. I don't know how well this works on Quest. I know that the mod creator said that there were a couple issues. Grip this, press the menu button instead of trigger, and then you'll activate his missiles. So to use his missiles, you actually need to let go of the grip, and then grip again, and then this explosion takes out dang near anything. Like, you can have pretty much 10 enemies right in front of you, all of them are gone. And then to deactivate it, let go of the grip after you've fired, hold it again, and then press the menu button. And then you're done. Pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty fun. Overall, my opinion on this is that it could use a bit better stuff for the gripping and actually turning on the weapons. However, all things considered, it's a good mod. I actually kind of like it a lot. I don't know if there is a V model in the game yet, but if there is, that would also be cool to see, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's Atom Smasher. I guess now off of avatars and onto weapons. So let's pull out my spawn gun right fast and see what's... Okay. Why did you just trigger? Actually, wait, better idea. Let's just switch back to Reaper. Oh, wrong avatar. That's Ghost. There we go. That's Reaper. I didn't mean to spawn you. That's for you. And then let's pull out a couple of them. So I have a lot of gun packs, as you can probably tell. I really like gun mods in this. It's actually really cool to see what all people can put in it. And I have especially a lot of these. However, most of these aren't even what I want to highlight today. So let's actually go to over here. Let's actually open up just the general mods folder and see what we can find. Actually, wait, no, I just remembered. We do have this. This doesn't show in the mods folder. This is just in its own section. This, if you may remember the name, it's also a cyberpunk item. This is Johnny Silverhand's pistol that you can use in his dedicated mission. Spawn it down. And if you weren't able to tell already what this is, if you haven't played Cyberpunk, I'm sorry. So, excuse me, can you please... Oh wait, right, I have that. I just got done playing Street Hunter, so please don't judge. Anyways, mag position is a little weird, however, it's meant to be loaded like this, so, yeah. The collisions on this are a little weird, which could use some fixing, but You'll need to wait until you see this dot pull up, because if you try just doing it from here, it'll force you to actually grip. So you need to wait for the little dot to appear. And it's a little weird sliding physics, but it works. It's not great, but it's not terrible. So yeah, you can just fire away. And of course, that's with me simulating recoil. The actual recoil is something like... There we go. Actually fires for once, because I have the menu open. Let's actually close that for now. The actual recoil is something like that, and it does not lock the bolt back, so... It just locks it back into the front. It does not actually lock it back like most pistols, because this is not a normal pistol, so... don't really know. But to eject it, it's the same as every other gun. But the slide is something that could definitely use some work, but it's not bad. Actually a pretty cool weapon. Ah, shit. This one's really hard to work with for the slide, but like everything else works great. Like if you just let off like 9 rounds, like this, and then just reload it, and then reload it every 10, it's not that bad actually. Because it stores 1 in the chamber, so you won't have to pull the slide back every single time. Yeah, that's the Malorian. Pretty easy. Or not easy, but you get the idea. It's fun. So let's pull up another one if I could. I have my OBS window spawned right here, so I'm not able to see what I'm even doing. So we're just going to move the menu over here, off to the side. We're going to ignore that because that's still very buggy. And some of these are actually, I want to highlight because these are honestly really cool. This one specifically is a little slow, but it works great. Let's pull that out. This, if you don't know from R6, is the FMG9. This is an actual weapon. It does exist by the same name. Let's close that. So this is, you may remember, one of the more interesting guns of 9mm. So let's just pull it back. God, that's loud. I'll have to turn that down in post. Anyways, so let's grab the foregrip. Now note this, the mag eject button does not work on this. You will have to grab the mag out every single time. Oh, come on. Chamber's right there. Pretty easy. You may notice something though, and that's how this is designed. If you're familiar with the FMG9 and how it works, you already know what I'm about to say, but for those who don't, this is able to be folded. Ignore that, that's just leaderboard. But this is able to be folded like a briefcase. So, to do it on Oculus, you need to press the menu button, and then it will automatically flip itself like this. It is a little slow when doing it. I do wish it could be a little faster, but all things considered, it actually is cool. Other thing is that if you have a mag inserted, let's, excuse the voice crack there. Let's actually load this. For example, say you're firing a full round and you want to put it away. The mag does disappear, which is a little disappointing, but I do understand why. It honestly could probably fit it in there, given the space. But also, all things considered, it actually is a very good weapon. I do actually like this a lot. Come on. Only issues, really, are just the mag disappearing, how slow it is to actually stow, like this, and also the charging handle position. That could be extended out a little bit, but it's also a very small charging handle, if you couldn't tell already. So yeah, that's the FMG9. Has a couple issues, but honestly pretty good. Let's toss that off. And then a couple more I want to show you. There's, of course... Oh, come on, stop spawning over there. Where is it? It's somewhere in... Yep, here it is. It's right here. Now, there was a lever action mod in Boneworks. It was the, I believe it was the Mark II carbine from Modern Warfare 2019. This is also the Modern Warfare 2 variant. This is called the Mark II Lockwood, I think is what it's called. So if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, I'm sorry. But this is a lever action in VR. And it's honestly not that bad at Boneworks. I mean, yes, there is the issue of if you do like this, and then try and load a round in, and then you try firing, it won't work. So you have to actually prime it. You have to put one round in, prime it, so we'll just say like this. You'll have to do that, and then load 6 rounds. This is 6 plus 1. I believe this draws for your heavy ammunition, however, I'm not sure. You may want to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on anything. But to fire it, and let's just try and reposition this. This is not auto prime, so you will have to move your hand forward and back just like a normal lever action, just like you would in like something H3 or other games. I don't know what all shooter games you guys play, but I assume most of you are familiar with H3 if you like weapons in this game. So we'll say fire. And then as simple as that. Something that could be fixed is the aim down sight, but that's honestly just because the stock has a little bit of collision in it. It's not so much this way, it's the back butt plate that hits it. But yeah, that's the Marlin 1895. Pretty cool. Honestly, really cool in concept, because the one from Boneworks was actually really broken so much that if you went this and then tried pulling it back, the lever would actually be somewhere like over here, all the way off to the side. It was good in concept, but I mean, with Boneworks' engine, it didn't really work that well. Now with Marrow, it actually works a lot better. Let's give it one less mag dump. Only other downside is that it's a little slow to reload, but also it's a lever action, so you can't ask for everything. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's the Marlin. Pretty cool. Let's toss that off. Oh. I also forgot to mention with the Reaper, there's also the chance of, if you try like reaching for down here, there's a chance that you can grab this little point here by accident, so we're just going to ignore that and pretend that didn't happen. Anyways, back to what I was doing, if I could not spawn the menu right there. Now, the last couple of ones are honestly pretty simple, but I really like them. Okay, now I know most of you hate Vanguard. There's no doubt that any normal gun nut hates Call of Duty Vanguard, but something I do like is that the F2K from the game, based on the FN weapon by the same name, is in the game. It does have a weird grab position a little bit. This is just my hand glitching and not grabbing it right, so let's slow down. There we go. So yeah, this is the FN F2000. Or this weapon is actually based on it. This is not an exact copy, there is a little bit of difference, but it's not that bad. So let's just fire it real fast. You can use the mag eject button, that does work on this. Or you can just manually grab the mag out, both work. It's honestly pretty simple, there's not really a whole lot to this one. It's just that it kind of looks cool. Of course it's from one of the worst freaking first-person shooters to ever exist, but yeah, pretty cool. Shit. I'm still pretty new to this, so don't judge if I screw something up or accidentally get a mod's name wrong. If I get anything wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments or something. But yeah. It's pretty cool. You can also dump this with one hand, and it's not that bad in terms of recoil. That's probably just the Reaper model doing that, so we'll toss that away. And last one, if I could... There it is. Pull this up over here. And then the last one I want to highlight to you. Now this is a Modern Warfare 2 weapon. This is the only one from this pack I'm going to show you today, but there's a reason I'm showing it to you. So, this is the Lockman 556 from Modern Warfare 2. This is actually the suppressed version. There is an unsuppressed version available in the same thing. Pretty cool. I think it's based off of an HK51M or something. I know it's based off of an HK gun. I know that this is HK, but I just don't remember the specific number that it was based off of. So, load in your mag. And this does lock the bolt back in a similar fashion to how to Bonelab's MP5. However, there's a unique feature with this, which let's grab you. So let's just stow you. And then if I were to reload this, we're just gonna put that down there. And then if I were to grab this again, yes, I'm having to crouch down. You can't really grab it from this position. I honestly should have done something else. But if you were to do this, it actually slaps it down with the physics of another object. Excuse me. So this bolt can actually be hit by any other physics object, including your hand, your arm, your weapons, your other objects. Heck, if I wanted to, I could try this desk, but I don't feel like lifting that up right now because that's a pain to do in VR. Recoil's not a lot, which is how it is in Modern Warfare 2. This is actually made by Drax. Drax has done a great job with pretty much every single modded weapon he's put in. So yeah, that's the Lockman 5.56. Pretty easy, pretty cool. Also can be very funny. It's just overall really nice to actually shoot in VR. Come on. It's a little hard to like grab it a little bit. That's just me being inexperienced. You could normally grab it like you would the MP5 charging handle. It is a little weird, but it's pretty much the same. But yeah, that's it. Well, congratulations, made it to the end of the video without losing brain cells. This is my third time recording this outro because I fucked it up the last 2 times. But let's just go ahead and get to the thing of why have you not uploaded in so long? What happened at the distance video? I've been on crunch time a lot. I've been very busy at school because I'm not an adult. I'm still a high schooler, so I have to deal with that, and with exams coming up in like a month or something, it's pretty hard to actually try and get these videos recorded, because these videos take a lot of recording power out of me. It's not easy. So next video is the Steam Deck video that I've been working on. It's going to be on Decky plugins, and also how to install it, and some other general things you want to know. And other than that, it's going to be the Distance remake video. Will be coming out sometime in the next little while. I don't have an exact date on when, because I just haven't recorded it and haven't even freaking wrote the script to it. So the Distance redo video is temporarily on hold because I'm honestly very burnt out from it after that video essay, because I shittily made that, and that was as part of an assignment. So yeah, that's it. There's not really a whole lot else to see here. Just a lone couch for some reason. I don't know why I decided to film it in this corner. But yeah, that's it. So I guess this is goodbye for now. I guess I'll see you in about a month, or maybe even a week, depending on if I can push these out a bit easier. Not really sure how that's going to work out, but it should work out decently well or something. I don't really know. These videos are pretty fun to make, but they also are really easy to record. Only problem is that I have to have complete silence around my house while I'm doing it, and nobody can be in the house while I do it. So I generally do these whenever I'm alone. So yeah, that's it. So if you like this, I guess subscribe. I'm not forcing you to do it, but it definitely helps me out a ton. If I cannot activate my minigun, that's what screwed it up the last 2 times, but that's why I'm going to go with it. It definitely helps me out a ton. And you will stay posted on the next couple of videos. So yeah. Also, if you're going to ask me about doing more animations, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I kind of just rebranded the channel to Projection to make it easier, because I honestly kind of want to branch out a little bit and do some more stuff with my channel. I don't want to make it just animations. Honestly, I do enjoy animating, but animating takes a lot out of me. Like the M4 video that I did, the revised one, that one took 2 months to make. It was honestly not that well made. Like, I didn't even rig any hands into it, but at that point, I was just so done with it. Excuse the voice crack there. I was so done with it that I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna upload this, I guess. So yeah, that's it. If you'd like to stay posted, as I said, subscribe. You don't have to like the video or anything, but it might help me with discovery. I don't really know how all the algorithm works on YouTube. I'm still new to this, but hopefully you at least got a kick out of my very, very fucking dry humor. Alrighty, and that's it. See ya.